Yo, Orbit, what's going on, buddy? How are you? And how does everything sound on your end? I'm good, man. Thank you for coming in for year number 3, and we're gonna have ourselves a big start. Going straight in with a trade with the Washington Capitals. We're going for Ilya Samsonov in exchange for Boris Varlamov, Tristan Jarry, let's see. Remember what I did in my test. Pontus Aberg. Yeah, I mean, that's life. What do you expect? Especially when we now have 4 of our forwards injured. But that's life. And then a 3rd round pick next year. And this trade should go through and give ourselves Ilya Samsonov, 88 overall, medium elite, 24-year-old goaltender out of Russia. And there we go. So we got ourselves our goaltender of the future. And the present, I should say. But we'll quickly just input him. So our goaltenders are now Ilya Samsonov and Vitek Vanacek. Oh yeah, definitely needed to upgrade Tristan Jarry. Real quick, let me just edit our power play lines. Sprung's right-handed, we'll put him there. Barry's right-handed. Nutsy! What's going on, buddy? How are you? Thank you for stopping in. So we'll go Krug on the second pair. We'll go Barry and Garyanov. We need a right-handed shot here. We already have Sprong. Lucas Raymond, I'll put him on the top power play line. And then Sprong will go there. Oh, nice. How's work going for you today? And then our last guy will be Anthony Duclair. Forza, my man, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. So there we go. We got our power play lines done. Just wanted to make sure that they were good to go. And then real quick, I just have to fill in for the guy we traded. And we will throw Otto Kivenamakian. There we go. So Forza, you just missed the big trade we made. We traded Tristan Jarry, Boris Varlamov, Pontus Aberg, and a 3rd round pick in exchange for Ilya Samsonov from the Washington Capitals to give ourselves an absolutely insane goaltender. And here we go, home opener. We'll get straight into the gameplay. First home game of the year at Key Arena. Will we start better than we did last year at home? That is the question. Yes, Forza, we swim upstream, making big moves. Robin Lehner in goal for Ottawa. He returns to his original team, and there he is. Ilya Samsonov, 88 overall, medium elite, 24-year-old. All right, Orbit, no worries. Take your time. Enjoy dinner. Talk to you later. So here we go. Patrice Bergeron signed to a 1-year, $8.2 million contract. Lafreniere will dump it in. Dylan Cousins. Stopped by Lehner. In the corner of battle, Bergeron. Tyson Barrie. Shot blocked. Nice defensive play there. Dylan Cousins. Absolute rifle. Top corner past Robin Lehner, his first of the season. Him, Chaz Lucius, and Lucas Raymond, in about 2 years' time, that top line is going to be absolutely filthy for us. And here come the Anthonys. Hayden Fleury. Big hit. Tried to play it back to him, but he was still in the process of getting up off the ice. And Duclair back the other way. And the Anthonys combine to make it 2-0. Anthony Beauvillier gets his first of the year. A nice pass from Duclair to Sorelli. The shot was stopped by Lehner. And then Beauvillier slammed home the rebound. Yes, Forza, we will get that horn eventually. Once we get the command set up. So a fast start here in year number 3 at home. 2 goals in the first 5 minutes. Good poke, Denis Garyanov. Hit, and Brady Tkachuk. Nice smooth, but good stop by Samsonov. That is why he was brought in to Seattle. Sounds like a good idea, Forza. I'm down with that. Back to the point. Bode Wild. He's making his NHL home debut. Made his debut 2 nights ago, as he was acquired for TJ Brody along with Ryan Pulock. And Ottawa will head to the power play. Sorelli wins it back to Pulock, and he'll dump it down, but Shabbat able to hold it at the line. Turned over behind, and Bergeron can break. Sorelli risks one in. Bergeron at the point. He'll regroup a little bit. And a hooking penalty, and we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for a minute and a half. Zaitsev to Shabbat. And Ottawa will break with the open ice. Fired wide. Torrey Krug to Max Jones. He's hit. And he'll turn it over. Max Jones. Up the wing. Cuts across to Beauvillier. Good stop by Lehner. Beauvillier was looking for his second of the game. But a nice defensive poke there by Torrey Krug. Tyson Barrie. Wrist one low. Yeah, it seems to be doing better right now. Hopefully it'll stay that way throughout the night, but we'll see, because it always seems to go out later. And offside, Ottawa. Yeah, the last 2 days, Forza, for some reason, it's just been really bad, and kicking both myself and my sister off the internet all the time. Chris Tierney's shot stopped by Samsonov. To the point, Sammy Blais. Couldn't get it past Christopher Wallinen. Tierney, good stop by Samsonov yet again. As Ottawa kills off their 31 seconds of the penalty. Rister. Lehner turns that away. Eric Brandstrom, who was acquired in the the Mark Stone trade 2 years ago. Samsonov will play it to Garyanov. Up to Duclair. He'll walk in, fire, good stop by Lehner again. Bode Wild hit. And Logan Brown to counter. Good stop by Samsonov yet again. Rookie Lucas Raymond. Stop by Lehner. Hey, Things. How are you, man? Thank you for stopping in. I know you were watching me on YouTube, but I made the switch to Twitch now. Harkins turns it over, but Hyman stopped by Samsonov. Things, thank you for the follow. That is greatly appreciated. Harkins, stop by Lehner. Wrist one, and Lehner will hold on this time for the whistle. .127 left here in the first period. Ottawa looking to cut into the deficit here. I wouldn't say better quality necessarily. It gives better exposure, I feel. Like with being able to grow and the community and whatnot. So that's part of the reason I decided to switch over, as Ottawa will have a penalty shot here. But Samsonov Denies him. Six seconds left as we wind down here the first period. Hayden Fleury will just hold on to it. And that'll do it. After one, Seattle leads 2-0 on goals by Dylan Cousins and Anthony Beauvillier. Things, how are you doing today? As we see the highlights of Dylan Cousins' rocket pass laner. And then Beauvillier on the rebound to make it 2-0. I have not gotten the other account back, so I'm pretty much just gonna stick with this one and just live our life as Dusty Waffle 27. So shots after one period of play: Seattle 14, Ottawa 10. Hit 7-4 in favor of the Senators, and face-off 6-3 in favor of the Sockeye. As we get underway here for the second period. Bergeron wins it to Krug. Bumped by Tierney, but good recovery by Tyson Barrie. Mata hitting the corner in front. Max Jones rips the one-timer past Robin Lehner, and it's 3-0 Seattle. The crowd loves that for his first goal on the campaign. Good work by Dylan Cousins in the corner. Dug it free. Fed it across to Jones, who was wide open in the slot. And he did not miss the one-time clapper past Lehner. So another quick start to the second period this time. There is Forza Motto, our stand-in horn, until we can get the command set up for us to have the horn play when we score. Forza, how does everything sound on your end? Or just chat in general? Sorelli. Stopped by Lehner. Beauvillier across. Duclair unable to really get a good stick on that shot. Dumped in. Beauvillier turns it over to Connor Brown in front. Good block and save on the redirection. My day has been pretty good. I was doing a little schoolwork earlier, and trying to fix my internet, which I hopefully have for now. And awesome, Forza, thank you for letting me know it sounds clear. Kirill Nichushkin on the drive, pulls up, unable to get the shot away as he is hit, but a nice defensive play by Bode Wild. Wrists one in. Lehner will hold on for the whistle. Alright, I can adjust the game sound a little bit at the next stoppage in the game. Turn it up just a little bit for you. Bode Wild missed the poke. Hyman across. Stick shatters. And now Seattle the chance to counter. Ryan Pulock, shot blocked. Okay, yeah. I'll look into it maybe for next stream and see after this one how it sounds to me. But if others would like game sound to be any higher, I can definitely turn it up for them. Midway through the second period, Seattle leads 3-0. Harkins tied up by Batherson. Yeah, exactly. Unless others say to turn it up. But for now, keep it as is. Top line back out for the Sockeye. Here's Bergeron. He'll wrist one on net, turned away. Mata poked away by Jones, but turns over. Okay, awesome things. Thank you for that input. Just want to make sure you guys are hearing everything that you want to hear and that it sounds good and clear for you guys. Lafreniere. Yo, Chris Sizzle. What's going on, my guy? How are you? Thank you for stopping in. Here's Cousins up to Bergeron. How are you today, Chris? Tierney to break. Johansson. Hit. Does he try to get it across? I'm good. It's been pretty boring day, honestly, but can't complain. 5:07 here to go in the second period of the home opener. Goals by Max Jones, Dylan Cousins, and Anthony Beauvillier. Here comes Jansen Harkins. Turned it over. Wallinen, good stop by Samsonov. Back the other way. Wristed just wide to Zingle in the corner. Pulak. Shot blocked. Dumped in onto Samsonov, and he'll turn that into the corner. How is everybody in chat doing this fine evening? Nugent Hopkins. Up to the point. Good block by Duclair. Final minute of the second period. The Anthony's out there. Dumped into the corner. Ryan Dzingel. Turned over. Back the other way. Final seconds of the period, and that'll do it. After 2, Seattle leads 3-0. Yeah, Forza. I was thinking, and nothing against Tristan Jarry and Vitek Vanacek, but I would rather give ourselves one of the top up-and-coming goaltenders in the league and see if he can carry us a little bit farther than we have made it in the past. Tyson Barrie. Here's Bergeron. Nice little stride deke. Stopped by Laner. Exactly. The young guys are starting to make the team. As a big hit leads to a penalty. Our defense isn't getting any younger out of our top pairs, and just needed to get that solid rock in the net, as that's a tough break as Connor Brown puts it home behind Samsonov. Yeah, exactly, Forza. He's a good, I would say, wouldn't say backup, but he's not like top tier or like next level goaltender in the league. As Ottawa gets themselves on the board. Duclair working his way through center. In. Lehner will hold on for the whistle. Ottawa looking to cut the lead down to 1, but turned over 3-on-1. Here come the Anthonys. Sorelli. Shot was blocked. Nichushkin in the corner. Back to Sorelli. Turns it over. To Foley. Connor Brown puts it wide. Some end-to-end action here. 5 minutes into the third. Nichushkin. Stopped by Lehner. Zach Hyman stood up at the line. Nichushkin will ring it around for Gurianov. Will play it to Fleury. Being hounded by Hyman. Behind the net to Colin White. Connor Brown. Hit turned over. Here comes Sammy Blais. His wrist shot's deflected. Jake McCabe turns it over. Blais shot blocked. 8 minutes gone in the third period. 3-1 Seattle Sockeye lead. Sammy Blais to Max Jones. Little dipsy doodle around the blue line. To Ryan Pulock. Good poke. Max Jones again in front. Gurianov, it squeaks through Robin Lehner. And it's 4-1 Seattle. Not sure how that snuck through. But the Sockeye will take it as they extend the lead back to 3. Max Jones in the corner. The shot after the pass from Jones to Gurianov. Deflected, I believe. As we watch the replay. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, it must have been deflected as Lehner was leaning towards his right as it went back to the left. And yes, Chris, it is a goal. Alright, things, no problem. Have a good dinner. And thank you for stopping in. I greatly appreciate it, as well as dropping the follow. Get us closer to our goal of affiliate. Pulock to Max Jones. Jones having himself a good day on the top line. Eight minutes left. Here's Lafreniere. Nice defensive stick by Jansen Harkins. Lucas Raymond. Good stop by Lehner. Oh, nearly sprung was Ottawa, but a good defensive stick. And Dzingel back the other way. And Lehner will hold on with just over 6 minutes left in the third period. Tyson Barrie walks the line, and he just fires one on net, and it goes up over the shoulder of Robin Lehner, and it's 5-1 Seattle. Tyson Barrie gets his second of the year. A face-off win back to the point. Barrie walked across, got to the center, and just let one fly. And that will be the end of the night for Lehner. As Jake Allen will come on in. And there is the horn from Forza in the chat. Jansen Harkins picks up the assist. And here is Harkins. He'll throw it on net to test the new goaltender, Allen. But he is ready for it. Marcus Johansson. Thomas Chabot to Olimata. Turned over the Duclair. Tried to find Cirelli, but pass was intercepted. But a good recovery by Duclair to pick up that pass. But he will ice it with 3:44 to go. Offense showing up in a big way here in the home opener as Beauvillier sprung to Cirelli. Good stop by Allen. A good breakout there by Seattle. Nearly made it 6-1. In front, Samsonov will collect that pass and hold on. Chabot across to Connor Brown. Good poke by Max Jones. Bergeron to Jones. Bergeron tried to go near post. Couldn't. But a nice intercept there by Olimata. As Max Jones was alone again looking for that one-timer. Final minute. Dylan Cousins puts one on net. Looking for the rebound to Jones, but a nice defensive play again. Hayden Fleury. Bergeron nearly sprung, but a good pinch by Jake McCabe. Max Jones. Nearly split the D there. Final 30 seconds. Gurianov will slow up looking for some teammates. To Daniel Sprong. Daniel Sprong fires one from the top of the slot. And it is now 7-1. Or excuse me, 6-1 I believe. Yeah, 6-1. As Sprong gets his first on the year. And Max Jones picks up yet another assist. Wristed into the corner, and that will do it. Seattle takes the home opener. 6-1 against the Ottawa Senators. A very solid performance, and yes, Chris, it is a blowout in Seattle. Ilya Samsonov picks up his first win as a member of the Sockeye, and here's the celebration as the Salmons jump in to the glass. GG's exactly. A quick look at the stats for both teams. Seattle, 32 shots to Ottawa's 19. 18-17 hits in favor of Ottawa. And a 14-13 edge for Seattle in the face-off circle. Avery, you very sad boy, how are you doing today? Thank you for stopping in. Sizzle, thank you for the follow. Missed that a couple of minutes ago, but thank you very much. And the 3 stars of the game. Third star, Dennis Gurianov had a goal and an assist. Second star, Dylan Cousins, a goal and an assist. And the first star, Max Jones, picked up a goal and 2 assists. Yes, sir. We swim upstream in Seattle. So after losing 5-3 on opening day to the Stars on the road, we return home and take down the Ottawa Senators 6-1. we will start our simulation, and let's go with Washington for our first slow sim play of the third period game of the season. Might need to quickly adjust our trade block if we get a bunch of trades coming in. So our 4-game win streak goes by the wayside after back-to-back losses to Winnipeg and Anaheim. Yeah, Sizzle, what do you got to eat tonight, man? Let me just quickly edit this. Ooh, that's a good sounding dinner tonight, Sizzle. Good steak always hits the spot for me. There we go. We can get back into our sim now. Sorry about that, guys. A good win against Vancouver. So our amateur scout thinks it will be a good draft this year. A very good first or top prospect yet again, as we will start our simulation against Washington. I believe he is made for this draft in game, because I don't think I can make him any later. But that is Connor Bedard. He is a 15-year-old playing in the WHL in Western Canada. The Western Canada Junior League. Sammy Blais beats Tristan Jarry. There he is. And Daniel Sprong makes it 2-0. And Bode Wild, what a start by Seattle as Jarry faces his former team. So 3-0 after one. But as I was saying, Connor Bedard is one of the more talented guys upcoming. Already being compared to, at the age of 15, to the likes of Sidney Crosby and Connor McDavid. And the route is on. It's 6-2. Coming up to the end of the second period, as Boris Varlamov, who was also a part of that trade, has come in for the Capitals. So we'll enter in for the third period, see if we can hold on to this 4-goal lead. All good, Forza. Go enjoy your dinner. What do you have tonight? Ooh, pasta and meatballs. We're making pasta on Friday night up here, so that should be good. Tyson Barrie. He'll wrist one good stop by Boris. Ovechkin. Back the other way. Across, good defensive tip by Torrey Krug. Kuznetsov. And Samsonov will hold on. Let me fight him. Let me fight him. Oh man. So Avery, since you just got in here a couple of minutes ago, we made a trade to start the year. We traded Tristan Jarry, Boris Varlamov, Pontus Aberg, and a third-round pick to Washington for goaltender Ilya Samsonov to give us a definitive #1 goaltender this year. Kirill Nichushkin fired. It's in! It sneaks through Boris Varlamov. And it's 7-2. I believe that's Kirill Nichushkin's first career NHL goal. Yes, it is first career goal. Our first ever draft pick as an organization. There's the puck to the trainer. Kirill Nichushkin will put that on his mantle. Not entirely sure how that got through. Oh, excuse me, Jari's in net. Not entirely sure how that got through Jari. But Kirill Nichushkin will take that all day to give him his first career NHL goal. As the Anthonys line back up at center for the draw. Here's Duclair. Hooked, and Seattle will head to the power play. Four for 4 on the night for Seattle on the power play. Krug at the point. He'll play it to Blais. Good play to knock that off the stick. Sprong at the point. Good stop. Rebound, Bergeron. There it is. 8-2. Talk about another rout. As Bergeron gets his second goal of the game. Jari's in a revenge game, but he's doing the thing where he's throwing so his former team will like him. Avery, I like that. Yes, he is. Although, to be fair, that was a tough one on the pass across. Jari nearly got there. And I believe for the second time in the game, Jari is being pulled for Boris Varlamov. He was also a former Seattle Sockeye, but never played a game in the organization. Max Jones. Bergeron looking for the hat trick, fired wide. Cousins. Nichushkin. Jones, no good. Avery, how was your first practice since the surgery last night? Jones, spin move, lost it to Orlov. Duclair turns it over, can't exit the zone, and the Anthonys will break the other way. Beauvillier to the point to Bode Wild. Good stop by Varlamov. 8 minutes gone by here in the third. Sorelli sprung, but a good stop by Varlamov, and he'll hang on for the whistle. Pulock shot from the point's blocked. Nick Jensen to Tom Wilson. Wilson will dump it in to get the forecheck going. Oh, that's good, Avery. Glad you didn't get hurt or anything while you're at practice. Good poke by Wild. In. Garyanov in front. Couldn't get the pass away. Sprong. On the spin around in front. Daniel Sprong lifts one up and over Boris Varlamov. And it is a 9-2 Sockeye lead here in the third. Sprong has his 5th goal on the season. Ponick nearly poked into the open goal by Krug, which would not have been a good thing for Seattle. Here's Dzingel. Jansen Harkins. Oh, nice. Yeah, hopefully it's not too bad for you today again. Just make sure you're not pushing yourself too hard. As Jansen Harkins beats Boris Varlamov. And at this point, I think we're just gonna simulate the remainder of the game. Yeah, it is a absolute bloodbath out here. Save Washington a little bit. We're just gonna exit and sim the rest. So final score was 11-2. So even in the final 8 minutes after I quit, we got another goal. As we will continue the simulation up until this Vegas game. See if we can build off that big 11-2 victory, get some more momentum. So we'll take a quick look at the draft rankings. As I mentioned, there is Connor Bedard, who I was talking about a little bit earlier. I believe I have made him a medium franchise player. Additionally, Shane Wright, he's going to be a very good player in this year's 2022's draft. Matthew Savoy. I believe those are the 3 main guys that are actually in-game, or that I've created, that are either in 2022's draft or 2023 in the case of Bedard, where I couldn't make him the appropriate age. Had a nice 4-game win streak, but have lost 3 in a row now. Make it 4. And 5. Not what you want to see heading into our Christmas break. And a 6-game losing streak as we return home to take on the Vegas Golden Knights. So first period, we'll start the sim. Anthony Duclair beats Braden Holtby. Yes, a very Merry Christmas, losing 6 straight games. But a good start as we return home. It's Duclair nets 1 midway through the first, as we start the second period here. So after 2 periods, Vegas takes a 2-1 lead. Alex Tuck and Jacob Leschison. And we will enter in here for the third period. And you know what? We'll switch it up. And we'll run with the alternate unis. And here we go. Third period. Can we end the losing streak? Here we go. Bergeron wins the opening draw. Tyson Barrie. Shot deflected. Cousins turns it over. Stone. Good block. Dylan Cousins working at the point. He'll throw it to Barrie along the half wall. Barrie will wrist one. Stopped by Holtby. Max Jones being hounded behind the Vegas net as he looked in front to Dylan Cousins. Good poke. Krug back the other way to Jones. 3-on-3. Duclair back across the body of Braden Holtby, and we are knotted at 2. A nice shot by Duclair as he gets his second of the game, his 6th on the year. That Anthony line doing what they do best. Except that pass came from Max Jones. And look at that. Up and over the glove hand of Holtby. A nice shot to make it 2-2. Yes. Pog Avery. Big hit. Duclair. Back the other way. Yes. AAA. Sorelli. In the corner. Fleury. Good stop by Holtby. Here's Anthony. He'll play it to Kirill. Back to Anthony. Lost in the corner. Beauvillier picks up the penalty. Nearly worked in Seattle's favor as the pass was picked off, but Beauvillier will head to the box for charging. So big penalty kill here in midway, or excuse me, 5 minutes into the third. It's Vegas looking to retake the lead. Bode Wild up to Sammy Blais. He'll slow it down a little bit to kill a little bit of the penalty time. Blais up to Dzingel. Gets around the D in front. Dzingel. Short-handed goal. Ryan Dzingel beats Braden Holtby on the backhand. 3-2 Sockeye lead. Sammy Blais made that play happen. Was looking to just kill some clock. Circled back around. Cut free. Saw Dzingel streaking up the boards. Blew past the defender. Around in front. And over the pad of Holtby on the backhand to make it 3-2 Seattle. Key Arena liking what they see today. Here's Lucas Raymond, who was acquired in exchange for Taylor Hall and a 3rd-round pick at the beginning of last season. Dzingel. Lucas Raymond. Good stop by Holtby. Thornton. To the point to Bufflin across to Pacioretty. Nice poke. One-timer Samsonov. Good stop. And he'll hang on for the whistle. 53 seconds left on the Vegas power play. Bergeron and Sorelli out to kill the remaining just under a minute left. And there you see, yes, the Sockeye have lost their last 6 games. Bergeron, good stop by Holtby. Sorelli's going to take it out to center. Back to his own end to kill a little more clock. Here's Bergeron. Nice defensive play by Theodore. And Bergeron trips up Theodore, so it'll be a 5-on-3 power play for 28 seconds. Big opportunity for Vegas to knot this up. Bode Wild, he'll dump it all the way down. And Nate Schmidt will start the breakout. Here's Marchessault. In front, good save by Samsonov. Over the top of the net. Fleury holds the line, Duclair. They've got Beauvillier back. Minute and a half to go in the Bergeron tripping minor. Samsonov will play it to Duclair. Here's Kirill Nichushkin. Fired just wide on the blocker side of Holtby. Perron stood up, and it'll run behind the net, where Nichushkin can play it to Blais. But a big hit there by Theodore. Cross in front. Tipped by Perron. But Samsonov says no, sirree. 47 seconds as Harkins and Cirelli out to kill. With Pulock and Fleury. In front, rebound. Bounced over the stick. Here comes Jansen Harkins. Nice poke by Byfuglien. Harkins intercepts the pass. Couldn't get around the stick of Pacioretty. And Vegas can counter. Byfuglien to Perron. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Yo, Breezes, how are you doing, my guy? Thank you for stopping in. We are just after Christmas here in year number 3 on a 6-game losing streak. So trying to end that and get back on our winning ways. Went from 17-11 to 17-17. Hey, glad to hear my my guy Breezes. Thank you for stopping in. I greatly appreciate that. Additionally, at the start of today's stream, we made a big trade to acquire Ilya Samsonov from the Washington Capitals in exchange for Tristan Jarry, Boris Varlamov, who's a goaltending prospect, a 3rd-round pick, and Pontus Aberg. Barry at the point, shot blocked. 7 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Barry back the other way. He's got some speed and space across. Denis Garyanov is 4-2. That could be a big goal in this season as Garyanov gets his 10th to put an end to this losing streak. Tyson Barrie able to get past the defenders, throw it across in front, and Garyanov buries the one-timer past Braden Holtby. Here's Max Jones. This top line has been very solid so far this season, with Bergeron, Jones, and Cousins. Nice defensive play there by Nick Hague, though. Good poke. Daniel Sprong. He'll just wrist one on net. Nice defensive play. Just under 4 minutes to go here. 3rd period in Seattle at the Key Arena. Garyanov. Alright, Avery, thank you for stopping in and chatting. Have a good practice, and just remember, don't push yourself too hard. You're still recovering from that surgery last week. I'll talk to you probably tomorrow in Forza's stream. Have a good practice, buddy. Minute and a half. Big hit. Here's Pacioretty. Still a 2-goal lead. Samsonov, good stop. Beauvillier. Back the other way comes Vegas. Stone steps around Fleury, but a good stop by Samsonov. Hey, Lily, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. Long time no see since Reese's stream. I'm good. Trying to end our losing streak here. We're on a 6-game losing streak currently. In year number 3. 15 seconds left. I believe that should be a win. But another penalty and a trip on Ryan Pulak. Yeah, so we entered into the third period down 2-1. Okay, Vegas has a slimmer of hope. We were down 2-1. We got 3 goals here in the period. Went up 4-3 and 4-2, and right there, Mark Stone cut it to 1. But 5 seconds left now. That should do it. And a big win to end the 6-game losing streak. 4-3 victory. Very solid performance from Ilya Samsonov. He made 33 saves to pick up the win, as we were able to get 4 goals on 25 shots past Braden Holtby. So 2 games left here in 2021. We will sim up to... We'll go to the Vegas game, I guess. Hey, no problem, Lily. Thank you for stopping in. And for the follow a couple hours ago. I greatly appreciate that. And yeah, I'll see you later. Oh, we are not in good shape right now. Oh, nice. Yeah, hockey is my favorite sport as well, so hockey community's got to stick together out there. As we have really struggled in the last month and a half or so. We were 17-11 at one point and have gone 4-13 since. See if we can get a little bit of momentum here from this Vancouver game, as we will start up the simulation there. I'm gonna guess you're a Capitals fan. I don't know. It's just a hunch I have. As Cirelli gets us on the board early, past Demko. Honestly, it was just a shot in the dark. I think just went for it with the Capitals guess. End of the first. We lead 1-0 on Vancouver behind the goal of Anthony Cirelli. I'm a Winnipeg fan, so we're not doing the best right now in the play-in qualifiers, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, thank you for stopping in and chatting for a little bit. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you sometime in the future. Duclair and Bergeron both score, but Olczyk beats Samsonov, and it's a 3-1 Seattle lead entering the third period. And since we are winning, we're just going to continue the simulation. Lucas Raymond beats Thatcher Demko. Good to see him get on the score sheet midway through the third period here. Final 5 minutes. And Max Jones gets one late, and that'll do it. A 5-1 win over Vancouver. A strong performance. Hopefully that can give us a little momentum going forward. Like I said after that Vegas win, but we will find out. So we will simulate now up to the trade deadline and see if there are any moves that we want to make. As we return from our bye week with a loss. There we go, 2 wins in a row. Make it 3. See if we can make a little bit of a run here and get back into the playoff picture. Going up to the deadline. No thank you, I do not want Andrew Cogliano. Four games left before the deadline. Can we make some noise? Okay, we beat Toronto. So at the deadline, we are 30, 31, and 1 for 61 points. Which puts us right now, I think it was 5th place in the Pacific Division. 5 points behind Vancouver for the last wild card, or for the last spot in the Pacific, and 10 points behind Nashville for the second wild card. I'm gonna edit the lines, try to give just a switch up and see if that does anything to help us, as Bergeron has dropped 3 more overall. So I'm gonna move, I want to move Raymond up to the top line. So we will go Max Jones, Dylan Cousins, Lucas Raymond. We'll put Bergeron. Oh, he doesn't want to be there. Do that. Huh. We'll do that. We'll go Jones, Cousins, Raymond. We'll keep our Anthony line together. And then we'll go Harkins, Bergeron, Garyanov, and then Dzingel, Blais, Sprong. And we'll stick with what we have defensively, I believe. Yes. And we'll keep with Samsonov and Vanacek. Real quick, let's take a look at player stats. Bergeron leading the team with 64 points in 62 games, so just over a point per game pace. Belay has 41, Duclair has 40, Beauvillier has 40, Sorelli 38, so that Anthony line really producing well. Garyanov 36, Cousins 34, Jones 34, Sprong 34, Krug 33, Barry 33, And there's Lucas Raymond with 18. Goal scoring, Bergeron is 28. Duclair is 23. Garyanov 17. Beauvillier 13. Cousins 13. And Blais with 12. And as we saw, Lucas Raymond 9 and 9 for 18. Harkins, up and coming prospect, 4 and 6 for 10. And Kirill Nichushkin actually has 2 goals on the year. So 200% more than he had all of last season. Goaltenders, Samsonov 24 and 23 with 2 shutouts. 900 save percentage and a .297 goals against average. And Vanacek 6-8 and 1, 3 shutouts, .894 and a 3.16. So it looks like defensively we're not doing the best, and we haven't been able to score all that well is what it looks like. So we will move forward sim one last game before we get to the end of the season. We will do, let's do this LA game. See if we can make a run here down the stretch to get into a playoff position. Three-game win streak there. Love to see that. Make it 5. The team's starting to show up a little bit here down the stretch. Beat Pittsburgh in a hotly contested Pacific Division race. So with 7 games left, we are 39, 33 and 3, which puts us second place right now in the Pacific, 2 points ahead of San Jose and Vancouver, and 6 points ahead of LA. So it's going to be a challenge down the stretch with this tightly contested division, but a big opportunity to get some space between us as Dylan Cousins early beats Corey Crawford, as does Bergeron. 2 quick goals, exactly the start we were looking for. And Dzingel makes it 3-0. So after one period, Seattle leads LA 3-0 on goals from Cousins, Bergeron, and Dzingel. So we will begin the second period. Sorelli makes it 4-0 as Quick has entered in relief of Crawford. Midway through the second, not much else has happened, as Tanner Pearson gets LA on the board, but a 4-1 lead as we enter the third period. So third period underway here. Cousins against Kopitar to take the draw. The young gun top line of Cousins, Jones, and Raymond. Here's Max Jones. Turns it over. Good poke by Cousins. Dylan to Kopitar. Nice defensive play by Cousins in front. Jones nearly sprung Raymond, but a good recovery. Here's Torrey Krug to Max Jones. Put one on net, and Crawford will hang on for the whistle. To the point, Nichushkin Stop by Crawford. He'll play it to Doughty. Here comes Hoffman. Good stop by Samsonov. The Anthony line can counter. Here's Duclair. Turned aside by Crawford, and here comes L.A. Good play by Cirelli to keep it in. Duclair to Beauvillier. No. Poked away. Beauvillier. Trying to get it. Unable to, but Duclair is there. Kirill Nichushkin. Shot blocked by his own man in front. Mike Hoffman. In front, good stop by Samsonov. Hopefully going forward, Samsonov can be a big piece of this team in net. Danton Heinen. Across the blue line. He'll play it to Tobias Bjornfot. In front, good stop by Samsonov. Heinen digs it free, though. Tried to work it in and stuff it on that near post. Unable to. Garyanov, a nice little move. Tried to do a little too much. Kovalchuk poked free. But Grunstrom gets it down low, but intercepted by Pulak. Dzingel. Wrist one kicked away. Play it back to Krug, who will regroup. Krug nearly cut through the middle, but tipped away. And a penalty upcoming to Sammy Blais. First power play on the evening for the Kings. Here's Cirelli. Hold up in the corner to kill a little bit of time. Unable to get it to the point. And Samsonov will hold on. So following the game here at home against LA, 6 games remain in the regular season. Seattle looking for their second playoff berth in franchise history, hoping not to choke like they did a year ago, losing the final 5 and missing out on the playoffs by a single point. Here's Beauvillier. Nichushkin, good stop by Crawford. Doughty to Williams. So Forza, right now we are in second place in the Pacific Division. We are 2 points up on both third and fourth, who are tied. That being San Jose and Vancouver. So, must-win games here down the stretch. And hopefully we don't choke like last year. Pulak to Bergeron. Off the outside of the post. 30 seconds left on the Sammy Blais tripping minor. Yeah, I got what you were asking, Forza. Back the other way, Cirelli. Bergeron stopped by Crawford. So if we win this game, Yeah, I can imagine Forza. How was dinner though, overall? And welcome back. Raymond shot stopped. Penalty over. Just over 5 minutes left here in the third. Max Jones hooked, and there will be another penalty coming up. So Forza, I'm not sure if you were here when we reached the trade deadline, but we decided to stand pat and do nothing other than shuffle up our lines a little bit, and so far it has seemed to make the difference. So we moved Bergeron off our top line and brought up Lucas Raymond. So our top line is Raymond, Jones, and Cousins. Obviously, we kept the Anthonys together, and then we moved, I believe, Harkins up to the third line. Okay, yeah. I believe we moved Harkins to the third line, and Bergeron slid to the fourth line. So some line shuffling, but seems to have paid off as we have been pretty hot since the deadline. As Kopitar buries the one-timer past Samsonov. Exactly, gotta keep the Anthonys together. We looked at stats as well at the deadline, and the Anthonys were 3 of our top 5 point getters. Yeah, he's already dropped to an 84 overall now, so he doesn't really have much left in the tank, it seems. But he definitely was a big help for our young guys this season. Yeah, Sizzle, the Kings, they're still in the playoff race. They're, I think I said, 8 points behind us heading into this game, so this is pretty much must win for them, or you can count their playoff hopes alive, or hopes gone. So Bergeron, down to the third line with Harkins and Garyanov. Final minute. Here is Harkins. Shot blocked by Cole. Crawford heads to the bench. Cole back to Bjornfot. Good stop by Samsonov. Hey, Sitch. What's going on, man? How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you for stopping in. Almost through the regular season here of year number 3. We are fighting for a playoff berth. Jansen Harkins. That'll be the nail in the coffin. A 5-2 win. Should keep us in second place for the time being. Harkins gets his 7th of the year. Blade will just throw one on net, deflected out of play. Yes, Forza, get the horn going. There it is. So final 13 seconds. A big win. Yes, as we put the Kings in the coffin. Nearly got another one, but that'll do it. As the horn sounds, and we defeat the Kings 5-2. Another solid goaltending performance by Ilya Samsonov as he earns first star of the game. 31 saves on 33 shots. Yes, very good win. So Sitch, Forza right now is our goal horn until I get my command set up and we can input the horn command in. So we move 2 points up on or we stay 2 points up on San Jose, move 4 points up on Vancouver with the final 6 games of the year. So we'll go in between the San Jose and Columbus game and see where that puts us. Yes, we smacked the crowns off their head. Please don't have a repeat of last year. Please don't be a repeat of last year. Oh no. So we've lost 4 straight as we head east to Columbus for game number 81. 2 points down. So we will slow sim this, and depending on what happens, we may slow sim the Toronto game to close out the regular season. Yes, the Sabres. Classic Sabres, am I right? Is that in your franchise? Sitch? So after one period, tied at 0, a pretty dominant performance, but unable to beat Columbus's goaltender. Second period, there is Patrice Bergeron. Gets one past Joonas Korpisalo. What's your game plan for the Buffalo franchise? I saw a little bit of it, but didn't watch much last night. But I'm gonna try to watch the VOD later on. So we're tied at 1, entering the third with Columbus, in a must-win game for us. Are you going like full-blown rebuild, or are you just trying to kind of stick with what you have? Yep. Good decision. Blow it up after year 1. Are you I'm assuming you're gonna keep like Eichel, Cousins, UPL, and Dahlin, but pretty much everybody else being gone after the year. Yeah, full-on fire sale. Maybe even try to pick up a couple extra picks in the draft if you can. Trade some of the guys. So Columbus heads to the power play. They're 0 for 1 on the night. Yeah, pretty much you keep the main 3 guys to build around. Hopefully you get first overall. You can get Lafreniere, which would be a good addition to have. Nichushkin to Bergeron. Wouldn't be surprised if Bergeron retires at the end of the season. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much, in real life, you're paying $6 million for 1 goal a year for Okposo. As we were able to draw a penalty, a hook, and we'll play some 4-on-4. Sprong. Still regular season Forza. We went on a 4-game losing streak after beating the Kings. So trying to fight our way back in. No problem, Orbit. Glad you're back. Almost 2 games left in the regular season. As I said, we had a 4-game losing streak and have now fallen out of a playoff spot. There we go. Cousins. He'll throw it across to Gurianov. I mean, it happened last year. We lost 5 straight to end the season and missed on the playoffs, so if it happens again, I don't know what to do, honestly. Here's Tyson Berry. Seattle moves to the power play. Good stop by Korpisalo situation. There's the guy that you had mentioned, Ulfstad. Columbus got him. I believe he went 4th overall in last year's draft. Beauvillier. Good stop by Korpisalo. Yeah, I didn't think it was worth it to trade up so much to get him, and we got lucky that nobody else really wanted Chaz Lucius, the guy I have projected to go 2nd overall in this draft in 2021. So the fact that he was there at 15 for us is phenomenal. Torrey Krug, good tip in front by Bergeron, but a good stop. Here's Bjorkstrand. Good save by Samsonov. Yeah, he's a huge two-way defenseman, which would have been nice. But honestly, defenseman is probably one of our strong suits. So it wasn't too big of a necessity to try to trade up for. Which is why I was okay with waiting and just sticking pat with our pick. Sammy Blais, threw it wide. But behind the net in front, Blais. Puck ends up at Korpisalo, and he'll hang on for the whistle. Closing in on the midway point of the 3rd period, still knotted at 1. Good stop by Samsonov. Played into the corner. Here comes Lucas Raymond. Tim Heed plays it to Nyquist, who turns it over. Cousins to start the break the other way. Over top of the net. Here's Derek Brassard. That should be a delay of game. It put us... I think we're still 4th. But, we're, I believe, 1 point behind Vancouver now. Forza. So Beauvillier to Sorelli. The Anthony's out there looking to do some damage. Ryan Pulock fired. Good stop by Korpisalo, and he'll hang on for the whistle. Yeah, when you commentate a lot of games, it can really dry out the mouth and make it make your voice shot. Oh jeez. That does seem like a heck of a game. And yeah, Forza must win here to give us any real possibility of making the playoffs. Although, I wouldn't be overly upset. You know, we're still trying to grow some of our young guys. Like Harkins, Raymond, Chaz Lucius, Bode Wild. So if we can get just any experience for those guys, it'd be great. But not necessarily end of the world if we don't make the playoffs. Good stop. Harkins. Yeah, so, Orbit, what I do is I play the home opener fully through, and then one game a month, pretty much. I pick one, and we go in and slow simulate it so you can see what happens, and then we'll enter into the third period and play. And then, since we're in such a tight playoff race right now, I thought the last two games give us a shot to play and see if we can give us a chance to make it to the playoffs. Here's Dzingel. Picked up around the blue line. Behind the net to Blais. Hayden Fleury. Fire just wide. Final minute of regulation. If we can at least get a point here, that would be great. Calfoot to Kyle Palmieri. Atkinson. Nudged in the corner. He'll play to the point to Ulfstad. Final 20 seconds. I'm trying, Sitch. Wristed. Good stop by Corpi Salo. Yeah, they had a good forecheck there for about 20 seconds to give them a chance. We were able to break out and give ourselves one last look. Max Jones. No. Final 5. Cousins over top of the net, nearly. So, overtime, we get a point, much needed, but 2 points is what we need, I would say, is a necessity at this point. So, dominating performance by Seattle today, but Corpi Salo, strong game in net. He's got 35 saves entering overtime. And here we go, OT. Yeah, Cousins had that chance at the end, but just put it over top. But here we go, 5 minutes separating us from a shootout. Try to make sure they can't counter and get a breakaway. Here's Palmieri. Oh, yeah, without a doubt, Corpi Salo is one of the more underrated goalies in the league. I mean, to his critics' defense, he wasn't all that good in his first couple of stints in the NHL. But this year, him and Elvis Merzlikins have been phenomenal for Columbus. So Palmieri rips the game winner past Ilya Samsonov. And we're 1 point behind Vancouver. Or, excuse me, San Jose with 1 game left. This is must-win hockey against Toronto. So first period underway. Orbit, we still have a shot. The point could be huge as William Nylander beats Vitek Vanacek. Not a good start for us. So after 1, Toronto leads 1-0. Second period here. Austin Matthews, it's 2-0. Oh, it's 3-0. Oh, okay. Garyanov, there we go. Lucas Raymond, it's 3-2. Oh my, look at that response from the boys. Garyanov, Raymond, and Jones, 3 quick goals in the span of 1:23 to tie it at 3. And Dylan Cousins, it's 4-3. Love to see that. Third period, here we go. A win puts the pressure on San Jose to win their game. the biggest period of hockey on the season. $20 separating Seattle and a potential playoff berth. Good quick start. Hudobin deflects that up out of play. Three goals from this top line in that second period. And yet again another 5+ game losing streak, as was just shown down below. Cousins to the point to Barry. Stop rebound, Dylan Cousins, it's 5-3. And the much needed cushion has been given. Off the shot by Barry, it fell straight onto the stick of Dylan Cousins, and it's 5-3. As Forza sounds the horn down the stretch. "18 minutes to go. Matthews in front, Nylander. Good job by VTech. Barry overskated the puck. Liljegren at the point to Matthews. Turned over Duclair. Can he use his speed to cut through? He can. Anthony Duclair. Surely that's enough. Anthony Duclair split the D after he stole the pass. Forehand, backhand. Past Anton Hudobin. And it's 6-3. Yes, Sitch. Let's go. Big moment. Just put the pressure on San Jose. If we do our job here. To the point, Hayden Fleury. Oh my. Wow, the boys just wanted to make things interesting down the stretch. Hayden Fleury from the point blows one past Hudobin. 7 unanswered goals by the Seattle Sockeye, as Joseph Wall will come in to replace Anton Hudobin. Three goals in the first 5 minutes of the third to blow this game wide open. We only swim upstream in Seattle. Here's Harkins. He's got some space. Good stop by Wall. Gotta test him early. Dylan Cousins 1 goal away from the hat trick, as he looks absolutely jacked and excited on the Seattle bench. Looking to get his first NHL playoff experience. Exactly, Sitch. Cousins ready to make a mark in the NHL playoffs. Boone Jenner, Dennis Malgin. Blocked by Bergeron. Good poke off the stick of Sandin. Here's Harkins. Oh, just missed that far post. Capping into Jenner. Jenner, good stop by VTech. Scandella holds the line. A little twist in net by Vanacek to turn it wide. Yes, 10 minutes away from putting all the pressure left onto San Jose to need a win. Turned over to Belmar. Mikheyev. As Vicek stops, no play it. Here's Pulak. Ryan Pulock. Shot blocked by his own man in front. Back the other way comes Toronto. Dumped in deep. Over skated by Pulock. In front, but Vanacek will make that stop. Vanacek, a shaky start. But since then, he's been rock solid between the pipes for Seattle. Yes, Sizzle. I'm not going to say it, but I think we do. I don't want to jinx it like I did all of last stream. If anybody was here, I said things a lot, and they turned out the exact opposite multiple times. Raymond, here's Dylan Cousins. Can he get the hat trick? Good stop. Jones. Cousins, no. Loyegren. Being hounded in their own end. Andreas Janssen. Sorelli. Tried to feed Duclair. Duclair will circle behind his own net. Just missed Beauvillier. 4 minutes left. Good stop by Vanacek. Cross ice to Duclair. Fire just wide. 3.5 to go. Yeah, Forza, it was 7 unanswered goals. We were down 3-0. Scored those 3 goals in a minute and a half to tie it. And then a late goal by Cousins in the second. And then we scored 3 in the first 5 minutes of the third. A minute and a half left. And I think we can now say that we're going to get the win. But is it enough to get us into the playoffs? Final minute here. Cleared all the way down. That's fine. Here's Bode Wild. Yes, Sitch. Toronto blowing it like they always do. Ilya Mikheyev. Go change. I want to get Cousins a shot at the hat trick. Dylan Cousins 2-on-1. Oh, nearly. 15 seconds left. Cousins one last rush. Can he get the hat trick? 6 seconds. No, he cannot. But Seattle takes the win. 7-3. Dylan Cousins' first star of the game with 2 goals and an assist. Raymond's second star with a goal and 2 assists. And Garyanov a goal and an assist. So a big win. Is it enough to push us into the playoffs? Yes, Sitch, that was an excellent call on your end to go out and acquire Dylan Cousins. And we miss out yet again by 1 point for the playoffs, as San Jose won their final game. Consistent heartbreak for the Sockeye. Back-to-back years ending up 1 point short of the playoffs. You absolutely hate to see it, but we have the Portland Pirates, who went 55-24-3, and see if they can win their second Calder Cup in 3 years of existence. We'll sim through the first round and see how they go about their business. Yeah, we are weak in clutch moments, I guess you could say. So we take out Rochester in the first round, 3-1. Up next we have Belleville. Okay, so down 2-1 through the first 3. We knotted at 2. Lose game 5. Take game 6. Game 7, we'll slow sim it for you guys. Give you some more action. Spice it up with the AHL Portland Pirates. Gabe Gagne. Quick start. Jace Howerlick responds. As does Gruden. It's 2-1 Belleville. But Matt Luff knots it at 2, heading into intermission. Second period underway. Yeah, Sitch, they were. Adam Lowry made it 3-2. But goal is by Vitaly Abramov, and Jace Howerlick made it 4-3. So, entering the third period of Game 7, Belleville leads Portland 4-3. Yeah, I remember that. That was a weird thing. It's kind of like when Vegas joined the league, as we fall in 7 games to Belleville, 4-3, as was the score in Game 7. Kind of like when Vegas joined the league, them and St. Louis split. We're sharing not Milwaukee, Chicago as their AHL farm team each. So we'll simulate up to the draft, and we'll go through it and see how the playoffs end. See who wins the Stanley Cup. The Anaheim Ducks. If only Avery was still here, he could be celebrating right now. And Bridgeport takes home the Calder Cup. So that year, Vegas had yet to create their farm team, as it was, as Boston jumps all the way from 12 to the first overall pick. Anaheim jumps up 5. Buffalo moves into the top 3 for you, Sitch, as we stay pat at number 15. So, Vegas had yet to have a farm team, and so they were combined with... we'll trade out with Lamau. They split it with St. Louis, and then St. Louis ended up moving theirs. I forget to where. No, not Milwaukee. As we take a quick look at some of the retired players, as Colorado moved theirs from San Antonio, that's where it is, from San Antonio to Colorado itself, as Ryan Miller, Corey Schneider, Curtis McElhinney all retire. So St. Louis then moved after that one season where they split, as we have no coaches retire, which is great to see. So yeah, they split for 1 year. Sorry, this was a ramble. Vegas then stuck with Chicago. St. Louis moved their affiliation to Houston. San Antonio. And Colorado moved theirs from San Antonio to Colorado and moved up the Colorado Eagles, who were an ECHL team, as their AHL affiliate. That was a lot to take in there. I am sorry about that. So yet again, we have the 15th overall pick, and we will sim up to that pick and see what we can do. Just a quick look. There he is, Connor Bedard, 84 overall, out of the draft, medium franchise. He is being compared already at the age of 15 to the likes of Sidney Crosby and Connor McDavid. Yeah, thanks, Sitch. Hockey is my favorite sport. Brad Lambert, he went 5th to Columbus. Shane Wright, 7th overall to Arizona. And Matthew Savoy goes 9th to the Islanders. So we'll make our pick here. See what we got available. Not much that our scouts did. I think let's go with, he's a power forward most likely. Let's just look at his stats. Good stats. Good puck possession, protection, balance, and face-offs. No weaknesses. Good, good attributes across the board in his shooting, puck skills, sense, skating, physical, and defense. They say he's pretty much NHL ready, and that is entirely accurate. So you know what? We're gonna take our pick with Zachariah Takashi. 73 overall, medium top 6. Not a bad pick at all. So we move into the second round of the draft. Yeah, definitely. That is a good pick for us. We could take Marcos Weaver, but I don't think we need another goaltender, as we have Samsonov as well as Yaroslav Askarov. We could take this Joshua Ferguson guy. He's a low top 6 forward. Let's take a look at his stats. Average across the board, no weaknesses again. He looks like he's going to be a very good playmaker. 3 years out. I think that'd be a pretty good pick for us. So we take Ferguson, 64 overall, low top 6, not too bad. Here we are, third round. At this point, probably just sort by potential and see if we have anybody we fully know. Might go for him later on. Another goalie. Let's see if we have any gems or busts in this draft real quick. None left. Okay. So we'll just go by our scout, because anybody decent is still pretty far down the list. Ezra Menard. Let's see. Okay, so we don't know much about him, but they say 5 years away. You know what? Let's take a shot. Medium elite defenseman in the third round. You absolutely love to see that for a pick. Here we go. Fourth round. Pick number 111. Let's take a shot maybe on this Artem Yakupov. Might as well. Another elite potential prospect. So this is turning out to be a phenomenal draft for Seattle here. Anybody else? We'll take a shot on Jose Crombeen. Medium fringe starter, not terrible there. Our second, 5th round pick here. Pick number 155. Yeah, upper 9, very good. take a shot on Lars Nicholas. Medium 7th defenseman. Not the best, but not too bad. Let's take Per Olsen. Take a shot on him. Medium bottom 6. Another depth guy. That's all that matters. Let me just make sure this is our final pick, which I believe it is. Yep. So we'll make this pick. Let's take a shot on this Simone Gagne dude. Another medium bottom 6. So overall, a fantastic draft. We get a medium top 6 forward in Takashi, a low top 6 in Ferguson, a medium elite defenseman in Menard, a low elite defenseman in Yakupov, and some depth guys in our final 4 picks. So we will do the re-sign phase now, and then I will show you guys who's available in free agency, and then I'll leave off at free agency, and at the start of next episode we can go through it and see if there's any guys that you would like me to try and sign. Let me just quickly re-sign our coaches. I'll do that. You can go assistant, then our AHL goalie coach. Yeah, it's time to get the cogs turning in our brains, right, Sitch? So there we go. They're re-signed. We have to sign a couple of scouts real quick. Re-sign them. Shouldn't be too many. Couple more. Re-sign shouldn't take too long. I know this might not be the most fun part to watch, but you gotta do it. Okay, so we got 13 guys about to become RFAs, including Hayden Fleury and Ilya Samsonov. So that's going to be some big money right there. We have $43 million in cap space. We're going to sign Takashi, let him get some play time. I think that's it there. Christensen. Let's do that. So Curtis McDermott, that's fine. You can be released. I'm not too upset about you. Same with you, Josh Anderson. Okay. Johannesson. We'll qualify him and Kammerer. Okay, and same with Yanni Tamela. So we will work our way from the top down now. With John Jason Paterka, Alexiak, a depth defender for us. Give him 1.8. William Vallinder. Found Chuskin, another depth guy for us. We'll release Mirko Mueller. Sam Moran, we'll give him what he wants. Adam Lowry, we'll do the same there. Anthony Lewis. Ryan DeZingle, I'll give you 1 year, 1.25. In game, he's kind of meh, but I mean, he was down in the AHL last season, so his stats are kind of inflated. But he's a good depth piece, I feel, for us to have, just in case we have some injuries occur. I think 5x5 for Duclair is pretty solid. Does it? Yeah, exactly. Same thing with this Ingle. These guys are pretty much just some depth pieces for us. Duclair has been phenomenal on that Anthony line for us. Yes, exactly. Placeholders until we get our young guys fully developed. Peter Hilaric. We're going to let Bergeron walk. Two guys left, Rhodey and Amirov. Tyson Berry, how much are you asking for? 2 years at 6.8. Giovanni, he's getting close to being ready. Matt Luff, yeah, worth every penny. Keep him here until we get our big, like, defensive prospects up. There's Harkins, give him what he wants. Garyanov, I'll give you 3.2 for 2. You've been pretty solid. Sprong, 2.5. You've been okay, not the best. Gabe Gagne, good AHL guy. Hayden Fleury, here's going to be another big one. Probably go 5 for 5 for him as well. And then Bode Wild. Hopefully we can get some growth from him. And then last but not least, our goaltenders. We have 5 to sign. Aiden Hill, no. So we'll sign Askarov, Blunkfist. I think we release Saros. We'll do Aiden Hill real quick. Give him 3 years at that. And Ilya Samsonov. I might try to lock him up long term. Might do 3 years at 7 million and see if he'll accept that. So we'll advance through a day, see what our free agents say. Okay, you don't want to be AHL head coach? Interesting. Okay. So none of our coaches wanted to re-sign. Perfectly fine with me. Lowry re-signs. Harkins. Oh, I know. The coaches in this, the system is really awkward and hard to get coaches to re-sign, as Nichushkin rejects. As a guy who's like an AHL goalie coach wants to be the NHL, feels he's the NHL associate coach, and it's like, no, that's not how that works. So we're getting some guys who think that they don't have a spot because of the depth we have. But we got all of our goalies signed. We still have 16 million in cap space. That's weird. There we go. Okay, so yeah. Let's see. Barry's re-signed. Okay, so these 4 might just give them a little bit more than they're asking, see if that'll help them re-sign. Yes, Waylon. What's going on, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. I took your advice, and we went with Samsonov over Demko. We'll see if we can get... Oh, no, I don't want to offer you that. We'll do 125k. We missed out on the playoffs yet again. We missed the playoffs by 1 point. which is what also happened in year number 2, which is kind of annoying, but it gives our young guys some growth opportunities. How are you doing, Waylon? Chuskin, Dauphin, Moran. So they all agreed. Waylon, I'm about to send you a DM real quick. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, so we've got everybody re-signed. We qualified these 3, Tamala, Kammerer, and Johannesson. So we will now simulate up to free agency. I think we actually have to sign coaches real quick. Waylon, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. We're gonna fire these guys. You don't want to be here. You can leave. So we need to sign coaches real quick. We're just gonna leave it like that, and I think they'll automatically sign them for us as we sim to free agency. Yes, I know we fired our head coach. Edit trade block. Let me just clear this because I don't want to have to sit through a bunch of unnecessary trade offers. So we'll turn those off, and then turn off these, and then I'll show you guys our depth and who's available in free agency. We can mull over those as we all good, Sitch. I'll still be here for a bit more as we mull over who to potentially sign in free agency for the start of next season. So we will be over the contract limit. Okay, let's make a trade real quick to open up some contract slots. Well, then this was our first round pick in 2021. Chaz Lucius, 87 points a year ago in the minors. Absolute legend for us. So we will trade. Yeah, I made him because he's the guy I have projected second overall in 21, but I genuinely don't remember making him a low franchise. So I don't know how he's a low franchise, but I'm not gonna complain. We're just gonna trade some of our low guys, like this guy. You're not gonna turn out to anything. You're not gonna turn out to anything. Okay, yeah, that's possible. So I don't remember. I thought I made him high elite or medium elite to put him right next to Ratty, but I guess EA says no, he'll be low franchise, and people let him fall all the way to 15, which was insane. So there we go. Real quick. Not that. My bad. Yeah, he fell to 15th overall as a low franchise. I have no idea how, but I wasn't complaining whatsoever. So, I mean, I'll take that any day of the week. So depth, center-wise, he might be missing those intangibles, but I don't think he is. Here's our center depth in the NHL. So Cousins will be our first line center. Beauvillier will be second line. In the minors, we're going to have Harkins be our third-line center, and potentially Lucius third-line center, depending on the growth we see from them in the off-season. Sorelli is going to play wing. We can put Blay on the wing as well. Max Jones, he'll be on our top line with... who did I say? With Cousins. In the system at left wing, we have Dal Cole. Hopefully he can hit to an 80. Giovanni Smith's on his way up. Paterka, he'll be coming in a couple years. Same with Amirov. So good left wing depth in the system. Right wing depth, not much other than Ferguson. Main roster, Duclair will be on our second line. Raymond will be our top line right winger, so it'll be him, Jones, and Cousins. Second line will be Duclair, Beauvillier, Sorelli. Third line, most likely Garyanov, Lucius, and Blay. And then fourth line would be Harkins, Dzingel, and Sprong, most likely. Defensively, we're looking at Krug, Barry, Fleury, Kirill Nichushkin. Yeah. How much longer is Blay? Where's Sammy? It's 4 more years, so might move on from him. See if we can find someone to take his place, either via either trade or free agency. Here's our defenseman. Alexiak is going to be our 7th D. In the system, we have Sam Moran, Caleb Jones, Bode Wild, William Vallinder. So some good ones. Hopefully we can get Wild up to like an 80, where he can take over that 6th spot. So maybe look at another defenseman for depth. And goaltenders. In the system, we have Subban, Hill, Askarov, Blomqvist. And obviously in the main system, or the main roster, we have Samsonov and Vanacek. So probably maybe another forward for depth, a little depth, and yeah. So Vanacek was a free agent last season, so I signed him, and it was going to be Jari and Vanacek as our duo in between the pipes, but both were only 82s, and I wanted to kind of move on from that a little bit. Oh my gosh. Can New Jersey not afford this guy? Yeah, big rip to New Jersey. Alec Kavanaugh. We might look to acquire his rights, honestly. There's Drouin. Don't think we need Drouin. Take a look at defensemen. No one really jumping out at me here. Maybe Makoshin. I mean, we do have a franchise center in the system, though, Waylon. We do have Chaz Lucius. Keep that in mind. But we could have the most insane 1-2-3 punch of... Fair enough. We could have a 1-2-3 punch of... where is he? Kavanaugh, Lucius, and Cousins as our 1-2-3, as our top 3 centers, which would be absolutely insane. Not that. Wanted to go by potential. So yeah, Dominic Cahoon, Dmitry Timashov, Dominic Kubalik, Andre Kasha, Harding. Oh, this guy. Caden Harding. Okay. Easily trade for his rights. That's not too hard. You know what? Waylon, you told me about it. Why would I not do... Why would I just not do 5 years at 8.6? Let me go... I'm gonna see how much cap space New Jersey has. Because that is... It's not honestly that much, but if someone's absolutely cap stretched, could be. They have 14 million. And we have 16 million. Yeah, I'm confused. Maybe he doesn't want to play there. Maybe he said, no, I won't resign. Which is possible. So they just qualified him. So, I think we have to. I wanted to wait till next episode, but I think we just have to put the offer in. What do you think, Waylon? How much? I'll trade him Blay. Let's do that. Alright, yo. Forza, thank you so much for sticking in for so long. I appreciate it. I will talk to you either later tonight or tomorrow at your stream. Have a good night, man. Thank you for everything. Yes. I mean, we have some absolutely insane guys here. Sammy Blay. What? Okay. Waylon, do you see how stacked this team is? This is why they can't re-sign Kavanaugh. So give me, give me him. Should we trade for the rights, or should we just offer him in free agency? Yes, Forza. Yep. Love to see the growth. Peace. I'll see you tonight or tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure if unsigned is less value. At least in terms of a RFA. I mean, they don't even have any good prospects or a list outside of like that top list. They don't have much, but they're gonna be absolutely screwed for cap going forward. Yeah, we could go picks. Easily get a first, maybe 2 firsts. Nah, that'll be pushing it. We can go a first and a second next year, maybe. First and 2 seconds. Let's try that. No, we'll stick with a first, a second, and a third. What do you think, Waylon? There we go. So we get rid of Sammy Blay. And now, how much do we offer for Alan Kavanaugh? I think that's his name. Or is it Alec? Alec Kavanaugh. Because he's asking for the same amount of money in 5 years. Okay, so let me look at the compensation sheet, because I don't know that off the top of my head. Offer sheet compensation. Oh, so This year's first 3 rounds of picks and next year's first round pick. So if we do 8.5, we give them our first 3 picks in this year's draft, but we got their first 3 picks. So that's a steal for us. Maybe do like 8.7 for a year just to get them in. Is that? I mean, we have plenty of cap space. Wait. Oh, we don't have the right. We don't have the right compensation. Oh no, not like this. Not like this, Waylon. Not like this. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Okay. Wait. Oh, we don't have our third this year. Okay, who has our third? Who has our third round pick? Washington has our third. Okay, I can do... Waylon, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be the dumbest trade you've ever seen. Wait, we're gonna trade third for a third. Oh, no. Okay. Fine, you can have a prospect. You can take... You know, take Jamie Oleksiak from me. There you go. I guess Washington doesn't want to invest in the 2027 draft class, Waylon. But, okay, we now have the compensation for him. I know. Wait for this 2027 draft. Oh, we're going to find an absolute steal with that third round pick. So there we go. We've offered Kavanaugh. Oh, yeah, you know it. He's going to have an absolutely insane name, this guy we're going to get with a third round pick in 2027. Oh, actually, we should look at one defenseman as well. I mean, we have the money, so it's not really an issue if we go 1-year deal. Anybody here really calling your name, Waylon? Yeah, exactly, yeah. I mean, there was Makoshin. I might just do him for a year. Could go Dumoulin. I mean, the other thing with Makoshin is he could at least grow potentially a little bit more. Oh, I do like a Nikita Zadorov. We'll do that. 2 point. I'll give you 3 mil for a year. It's not like. All right, yeah. See you in a bit, Waylon. We'll do that. Okay. Nikita Zadorov accepts. So he'll replace Jamie Oleksiak. So Alec Kavanaugh, a 91 overall, 20-year-old medium franchise guy, has decided to accept our offer. Sitch, we have made a big move, potentially. So you see that Alec Kavanaugh guy that was just on screen. He is a medium franchise guy who the Devils could not re-sign, who just did not re-sign. So he was an RFA. We offered him $8.7 million for 1 year, which means we have to give up... There it is. Oh, what? No! The Devils matched it. Oh... Wow. How? I'm so confused. How did they have the money for that? That could have been an absolute steal for us. Hold on. Yeah, it does suck. I mean, it does suck, yes. But let's... They have 1.3 in cap, 1.2 in cap space. Oh my gosh. Wayland, you know what we should have done? Should have given them also someone else. Wait, did we trade Alexiak? Let me look. Yeah, we did. Okay. Huh. Yeah, we'll just hold out for next year at this point. So, I mean, I don't think they're gonna be... With all those guys, some of them are gonna come up as free agents. So, we'll just bide our time and wait for them. You know what? We're gonna go Andre Kasha. 1 year. 3.8. I can't believe they decided to match. And Kasha accepts. So we'll sim to next season. Tamela accepts Kammerer. And I would assume Johans. And there he is. So we'll just go, we'll get our line set up. And then we'll end the stream there. Why are you telling me about that trade? Okay, here we go. We'll edit lines. So yeah, we got our top line all set. We'll do this. Oh jeez. We'll go roster moves first. So I think we send down these three guys, most likely. In the system, we got... So Harkins is an 80. We'll call up Wild. Lucius is only a 78. Okay. And we'll call up Dalcole. And then we'll send down Foss, Nichushkin, and Rask. So edit lines. So we will put Harkins on the third line. We'll put Dalcole in. We'll move Sprong will go there. We'll swap them. And then we'll put Adam Lowry as our fourth line center. Wait, why? Oh, because Dalcole doesn't... we'll do that then, I guess. Defense. We'll do that. Yep, so we go Barry, Nichushkin, Pulak, Krug, Fleury, and Zadorov. Good looking defense. Goalies, Samsonov and Vanacek. In the minors, we will go Subban and Askarov. We'll make Askarov our starter. We'll put Peterka in. We're going to move him up. Giovanni will go on the... not on the top line, okay. Throw Rask to play with there. We'll put Bunieves with those guys. Who's scratched? Putting Nichushkin in. Do that. So we give everybody, our prospects, a good veteran to play with. Oh, we don't have defensemen. Huh. Okay. All right, yo, Waylon, thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the follow as well. Looking forward to screwing New Jersey? Absolutely. So we'll throw him in real quick. We need to go sign 2 AHL defensemen. We got Krug as our captain. Barry, you're not an alternate. It'll be Beauvillier and Duclair. Done. Alright, so I'm going to end it there. Off stream, or right before we start next stream, I'm going to go sign 2 AHL defensemen just to fill in and put them in, so you're not going to miss anything there. Thank you everybody who came out today. Thank you Whalespin for the follow, Chris Sizzle, the Things 24, Caps Girl, and Will the Womble all follow today. Appreciate everybody being here. If you want to stick around, thanks Sitch. We're gonna do a raid, and we're gonna raid. Let me see. Who should we raid? Oh, okay, yeah. Raid. We'll raid her. Alright, yeah. Thanks, Sitch, for sticking around for the majority of the stream. I really appreciate that. And here we go.